A lot of people don't like to do those things, but there is always a price that you pay. There's always an opportunity cost. People often think that there's no consequences to their actions, but there is always a consequence, right? What's going on, everyone? Just want to talk to you about health. So right now I'm in the sauna, and I really enjoy sauna. I really enjoy ice baths. I love working out, and one of the reasons why I love embracing physical fitness and healthy nutrition is because I always try to zoom out from my life and then kind of fast forward into the future and imagine how I'm gonna feel when I'm 50, 60, 70, 80 years old and beyond that. And I like to envision various options. I like to sometimes envision that I'm 60 years old and I'm unhealthy. I have various health issues. My fitness is not really up to speed where it should be, and I feel a lot of pain every single day of my life. And then I imagine those situations and how it's gonna make me feel knowing, being fully aware that I could have prevented a lot of those issues from happening. And I feel like a lot of us don't really stop to ponder it, to consider it. But the reality is that we can prevent a lot of health issues that otherwise will inevitably happen to us, because you can never go back in time. And that's why I recommend that if you feel like your nutrition or your health in general is not up to speed, then perform this thought experiment. Just close your eyes and then fast forward 20, 30, 40 years and imagine how your life will look like and how healthy you will feel and how much pain you will feel if you make wrong health decisions. And I feel like this thought experiment will allow you to get back into the balance, right? To recalibrate, to do the right things, because a lot of us mostly think about the short-term gratification. I mean, there's that cookie over there, there's a donut, there is a candy, and it feels like that candy is literally speaking to you. Eat me, right? Or maybe you attend some birthday party and there's this birthday cake and you feel like, wow, this cake is literally talking directly to me. It's whispering to me that I should have a taste. But don't listen to that inner voice, because that's just a short-term gratification. And if you listen to that, then you will end up making the wrong decisions. And instead of doing that, you have to think about how it's gonna make you feel in the future, right? This is something that I like to do a lot, and I'm just a human, so I do have those moments when I don't feel like working out. I do have those moments when there are temptations, and I feel like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be doing X, Y, and Z. Maybe I can do it later. But whenever I have that moment of weakness, I just remind myself of what's the long game. Knowing that, just like with saving money and investing money, right? If you do it consistently, day after day, week and month after month, you're more likely to be financially free. But if you most of the time just spend lavishly and then at some point in your life remind yourself, actually, it may be a good idea to save a bunch of money. If you do that, you're not very likely to succeed. So the same thing applies to health. You can't just wake up one day at the age of 50, 60, 80 years old and say to yourself, I'm gonna undo all of the wrong decisions right now. You cannot do that, right? Of course, you can alleviate some of the issues that you'll be experiencing, some of the health issues, but there is a point where you just cannot go back, right? There's certain things that you won't be able to fix. And the only way to fix those negative things is to prevent them from happening. So I want to ask you to take a few minutes just to ponder about it. Think about your current lifestyle. Think about how you live day to day. Do you exercise? How do you exercise? Do you stretch enough, right? Do you do any breathing exercises? Do you drink alcohol? Maybe you're abusing drugs, right? Maybe you don't sleep enough. Maybe you eat unhealthy food. Like, think about all of those things, right? Think about your health holistically and just get extremely clear and honest and aware about your current situation. Figure out where exactly you are right now, and then ask yourself, if I keep going like this for another 20, 30 years, where will I end up? And then start making changes. Ask yourself what you could do to make better decisions to create a much more compelling and healthy future for yourself. And it's gonna be powerful if you do this exercise. It is gonna be powerful because, again, I know that in short term, very few people like to sweat. Very few people like to just sit in a sauna, you know, for 15-20 minutes at a time, or jump into ice bath, or do countless pull-ups and push-ups, run around, stretch, do all of those things. A lot of people don't like to do those things, but there is always a price that you pay. There's always an opportunity cost. You know, people often think that there's no consequences to their actions, but there is always a consequence, right? For example, doing something means not doing something else. There's always an opportunity cost. And often doing certain things means that you cannot have other things. So if you abuse drinking, if you drink too much alcohol, you take drugs, you eat unhealthy, sure, you may feel great in a moment, but in the long term it's gonna cost you. Anyway, spontaneous video as I'm sitting here, you know, baking in the sauna. I do hope to do some ice baths here as well, because I feel like whenever you push your body to the next level, it's actually not just your body, it's also your mind, because in moments like this when you can't breathe and you feel the heat getting into your eyes, or you are in the ice bath and you feel this feeling of somebody crashing your bones, that's all mental, right? Physically you may feel unstable, you may feel the pain, you may feel like you want to jump out, but this thing here will make that decision for you, whether you will stay or not. So anyway, focus on the long-term result versus short-term gratification. Take care of your health, because it's one of the fundamental things in your life. If you don't have health, you could have all types of money in the world. You could be extremely rich. You could have amazing friendships and all types of relationships, but it won't matter if you are unhealthy. So please take care of your health. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know, post a comment, and I'm gonna catch you soon.